As much as we love the holidays, it can mean extra calories, extra boxes, extra toys, and extra clutter. But here to help us purge for the new year is Jennifer Burby, blogger at the Champagne Supernova website. Good morning. Welcome. Are you and your family ready for the holidays?
Getting there. I will be on Amazon Prime for the next 2 days.
I love my Amazon.
Sure.
So let's talk about this. I think I have 2 little ones at home, and this is a really fun time. We like getting new things, but things stack up. They build up. It can be a lot.
It can.
A little overwhelming. Am I not alone feeling that way?
Oh my gosh, my house, my car, my office, everything's a mess.
So you've kind of thought of some ways to kind of help us purge for the new year. And you brought some toys in as good examples of kind of like, okay, let's look at what we have. Maybe what can move on to another home or move on to the trash, right?
Yes.
So where do we start, Jennifer?
So I enlisted the help with a lot of my mom friends, and I gathered up a bunch of toys from my house that I wanted to get rid of in preparation for Santa's visit, where we're gonna get a whole new stash of different toys. So basically what I like to get rid of are toys that my kids have outgrown, toys that are just old and have stains on them, like this one. I think I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I've had this toy since my oldest daughter was 4, and it's just time to go in the trash.
It's been loved on.
It has been loved, but some of the farm animals are missing, or I've stepped on some of them and thrown them out. But this is a perfect example of something that's good to throw away.
So that's kind of what do you know to whether to go ahead and donate to somebody else or to keep, to go ahead and just throw it in the trash?
Well, I don't like to donate anything that I myself wouldn't want.
Okay.
So this is a perfect example of something that can be donated. It's a loud toy with batteries, and I know that Santa is going to be bringing my kids some more loud toys with batteries. So
you only need so many loud toys or you give it to grandma and granddad to have.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. So this is an example of something that I would donate. This, for instance, it's an old xylophone. It's colored on. It's missing a piece, the little banger that Mommy may or may not have purposely gotten rid of. So this is another example of something that I would throw away.
Go ahead, because some of this stuff, I know it's hard as moms. We have sentimental values with it or whatever, but if it's just clutter and your kids aren't using it, you say what, 6 months may be a good time frame if kids aren't using it?
Yeah, I like to have a rotation also with my kids' toys. So some toys I'll put away in a closet and then reintroduce 6 months later, and then it's kind of like for them having a whole set of brand new toys. So if they've kind of lost interest after that rotation, then I think usually it's time to let it go.
When it comes to donating, are there any places that you like to donate, or where should we look?
Well, there's lots of local consignment stores if it's a nice quality toy that you think you can get money for. Otherwise, you can give it away to various churches and charitable organizations. We have a Salvation Army not too far from where we live that we like to drop toys off that are in good condition.
Talk about social media too, and how that's able to kind of help families connect with each other and maybe do some swapping. That's kind of a big thing now too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge these days. They actually have a great app called neighborhood.com where people that live in the same neighborhood community can get together and for meetups or neighborhood watches, but even for toy swaps. They've got Craigslist, several swap and shop themed Facebook pages that you can look to. There's the McDill yard sale. All of this is free, and all of these are great opportunities to
Another idea you wanted to share too is Elf on the Shelf. When Elf goes back to the North Pole, maybe that's a good time when he can take some toys with him along to other families who need them.
Yes, this was one of my favorite tips from one of my girlfriends who suggested that before the Elf on the Shelf returns to the North Pole after Christmas time, the kids can help choose toys that they want to give to him in a box to deliver to be refurbished up in the North Pole with Santa.
So let the kids get involved with that. Let them help kind of pick some things that, hey, they're not using as much. I think that's a great idea.
Exactly.
Well, as we close to, I wanted to mention you were actually the guest editor for January's edition of Tampa Bay Parenting magazine, right?
I am, yes. I'm so excited for the opportunity, and I hope everybody checks out the magazine and that they love it.
Yes, I think they will. Well, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks so much, Carly.
Happy holidays. And again, I think this is a good lesson for all of us. We can probably do a little bit better with decluttering, and this is a great time of year to do that.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.